autumn, but temperatures are still pretty sweltering here in North Florida. But the good news, the radar is clear. Still, hydration will be key today at TIAA Bank Field in Jacksonville. Today, it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store between the Carolina Panthers and the Jacksonville Jaguars. Alongside my partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you look at this Jaguar team. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
On the other side of the field for the visiting Panthers, it's been a great start to the season. Back-to-back wins to begin the campaign.
Yeah, you don't want to get too excited. There's still a lot of season to go, but they've come out playing good fundamental football, and that might carry them a long way.
It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. So here's the first drive now for the Jags. And they'll be piloted by their veteran quarterback, standing 6'4". It's Ryan Tannehill.
And I thought it was a really nice performance last week by him. 3 touchdown passes. I think that signifies exactly what he was getting done. He did have the 1 interception.
But that's the ratio you say you're okay with, right?
If you go 3-to-1, you're going to be pretty happy over the course of the season. And let's face it, he'll never blame the receiver publicly. But behind closed doors, he probably told his agent, hey, what's the deal? I should have had a perfect game.
Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5. The numbers on the ground for Hunt a week ago. 19 carries, 82 yards, and a touchdown.
A key component of his team's offense. He will certainly stay in that role if he keeps producing like this each week. Expect him to make a run in not only matching, but exceeding those numbers as this one goes on.
2nd and 5 now. Tannehill, and they're able to get this one across the 35. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit.
Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Oh, what a move. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
Tannehill on first down. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Tannehill. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Call it a loss of 5, a big sack to bring up 3rd down. So his first sack of the game, but CD, not his first of the season. He has shown an ability to get after the quarterback here early in his rookie year.
Yeah, and that just goes along with everything else we already knew about him. We knew his ability to tackle and to make plays behind the line of scrimmage. But any kind of pass rush you get almost seems like a bonus. I think they'll use him that way a lot more moving forward.
A tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. That's Akeem Hicks, the towering NFL vet, coming in for the sack.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. On 4th down, here's Brett Kern to punt the football away. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
That hurts. If it was running into the kicker, wouldn't be a first down. Roughing, it is a first.
And just think about the differences between the two. Running into the kicker almost feels inadvertent, just a small tap, so to speak. But when you rough him, usually bodies are hitting the ground and flying all different places. And the difference is 5 yards or 15. And in this case, that's a big play.
This is caught inside the 15. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A gain of 39 that time.
Things are looking pretty darn good on this first drive, aren't they? Came right out, set the tone, this time with a big pass play.
And if the peek behind the curtain that they gave us or their game plan, I don't think that's going to be the last one we see.
I think you're exactly right about that.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Tannehill. And it's caught, and he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Add this game to the last one, and they moved the ball over 50 yards in 2 plays.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Tannehill. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Denzel Perryman with a sack. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game. I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. Now Tannehill. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. Here's Tannehill. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Strong coverage by Carolina. And on we go to 4th down. Well, so a drive that spans all that time, and yet you may only come away with 3 points here.
Well, your defense, all right, they actually like these long drives. They get to rest over on the sidelines for a while. But when you're not finishing with points in terms of touchdowns, that's frustrating. They've got to figure out how to close out these long drives and get 6s instead of 3s.
Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
And Wilson is perfectly content to bring this out to the 25, a touchback. So here are the Panthers under head coach Matt Rule. They're led out by their quarterback out of Fresno State, Derek Carr.
And he's had good success here already this season throwing the football. 6 touchdown passes in his 2 games. He's really got this offense playing with a lot of confidence, trying to establish themselves early as a Super Bowl contender.
Play action. Now it's Carr. And he slings one that's incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now a play fake. Carr. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. On play action, it's Carr. He's got a man, complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Give them 32 on the play.
A very early momentum changer there. Actually a dream killer for the defense because they forced a 3rd down. Felt like they had a good chance to get off the field defensively, and then they got hit with that big play.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. They'll run for the first time with Saquon Barkley. And a nice little start as he's able to get this up to the 28. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. The Panthers at 2-0 here to begin the season. They come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
On play action, now Carr. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. Give him the third down conversion, 5 yards on the play. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs, gives us another chance to make a play ourselves and maybe change things up.
Carr now on first down. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far at second down. They fake the handoff. Now Carr. They'll roll it. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. They were able to win last week despite him being sacked 4 times. They might need to tighten the reins a little bit, or this one may not end in another victory.
You're right about that. They can't count on just winning the game no matter what happens. They can't let the accumulation of hits and harassment in the pocket get to their quarterback. Got to stop that, give him clean lanes to throw the football in order to have a better chance to win again this week.
9th play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. Now Carr. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And oh no, it's incomplete. It's a touchdown if he holds on, but somehow took his eyes off of it, falls to the ground, and brings up 4th down. McPherson's kick is good, and that will tie us at 3-3. So matching field goals on our opening 2 drives.
Yeah, it feels like 2 boxers feeling each other out here in the early going of the game, right? Exchanging some jabs, but none of the heavy stuff just yet.
Each team with a possession, each team with a field goal as the kick is away. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. So time to see Jacksonville again on offense for the 2nd time here in this game. And a methodical drive last time, but they couldn't get that knockout blow. They had to settle for 3.
But you got to like what they've been doing along the way, right? It's almost like the body blows, the setup punch. As you said, they didn't get the knockout blow here, but that doesn't mean it can't come later in the game on another possession. And the defense on the other side,
maybe a little gassed.
Yeah,
right?
A little tired. And if nothing else, they just feel relieved getting upfield, only giving up 3. They don't exactly feel like they've handled the offense.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. First catch for him. It's good for a dozen and a first down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Now a first down throw, Tannehill. Buying time to his left. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. A give right side now to Hunt. And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for 3rd down. Tannehill now to throw. Got a man, Slayton. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A gain of 22.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Now Tannehill.
Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. The Jags picking up the 1st down there, a gain of 12. What makes a draw play like that successful?
Well, we did see it where he made the first wave miss, and that was a big part of it. But a lot of it is just being actors back there, making the defense think it's going to be a pass.
Now after the run by Hunt, here's 1st and 10. Back to throw, Tannehill.
Albert Okwuegbunam, the intended target. And he'll be brought down at the 27. Well, this defense for the Panthers, very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
And every defensive team that we talk to, they spend a lot of time talking about creating turnovers. And anytime you get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really good performance. They exceeded that number in a huge way. They got the football back 4 times in the win.
Handoff up the middle, Hunt. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5. 3-3, a tight one after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Jacksonville, and it's the Jags with the football as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. To throw is Tannehill. And he's got a man, Corey Davis. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That's a good effort there after the catch. He looked the ball in and then tried to get it to the goal line. What a nice tackle to get him down. But they're set up well now. 1st and goal at the 1.
A kicker fest so far, all points via field goals. They're hoping to change that right here. Hunt will score. Touchdown, Jacksonville. So they brought the extra bulk in down on the 1-yard line, and they're able to push this one across.
Yeah, I can just see your face right now because I know we're mind-melding on this one. Coach Madden would love this. Power football, hat on a hat, chest to chest, driving forward, touchdown.
Parkey with the extra point, and the lead is now 10-3. Pretty long drive that time, 11 plays all told. And Kareem Hunt, the one to finish it off, as he did so with a touchdown run. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Takes it at the 7. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Panthers coming back out onto the field for their 2nd drive. Just a lone field goal for them so far, trailing 10-3 as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Carr.
There's Chris Olave.
And they work this well upfield across the 45.
Now, hang on here a second. Looks like a Jaguar in some obvious discomfort from that last play. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Carr. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack.
Multiple defenders getting home there for a loss of 11.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Up the middle with Barkley. Oh, he shifts past him. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Holding. Offense.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Carr now to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. A big play there by the rookie. An interception followed by the return for 6 points.
If you want to be accepted by your teammates and coaching staff, make plays like that.
Parkey adds the extra point, and the lead is now 17-3. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. Fielded right around the 8. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
He completes that to Garrett Wilson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 18 yards on his first catch of the game. It's a first down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
On first down, Carr. And it's complete to Adams. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
Again, it's Carr. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. But DeForest Buckner using those big hands and getting in there and bringing him down for the sack. These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles. And that front 7 defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out because the entire game he's been under siege. I don't care what the down and distance. They've got to get the ball out of his hands a lot quicker.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. On third and long, it's Carr. And that is incomplete. Pressure there on third down, forcing the errant pass. Fourth down coming up. So a couple of first downs on this drive, but it's looking like another empty possession.
And those empty possessions are certainly starting to pile up. So the adjustments that teams talk about all the time have to be taking place. They've got to analyze what's breaking down and figure a way to fix it. Well, Brandon, anything beyond 50, you start rolling the dice a bit. And once you get up around 57, 58 yards, the chances of making it go down dramatically. And sure enough, this one winds up no good.
So here are the Jaguars to take over on offense. Last week they got the victory against the Colts, so they lead this one as well as they begin things here first and 10. Two sides to every coin. This is the bad side of missing the 58-yarder. Now they start at the 48. They'll begin the drive with Hunt. And he is going to lose yardage here. After the loss to start out, here's second and 11. Here's Tannehill. And he coughed it up. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Following the play here, now we've got an injury. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Here comes the blitz as they look to throw. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The Panthers on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Now Carr. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Marcus May with a pick. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line.
Well, this is simply a great read by a defensive back. It's 3rd and 10, so he sits right on where the yard-to-gain marker is, knows it's going to be a route around that distance, makes his read, breaks on the football, and makes a terrific play.
And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. Very good starting field position for the Jaguars offense as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Tannehill. It's caught by Davis. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Now it's Tannehill. They'll go screen here to Hunt. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
And this pass rush has really been bringing the heat and has already gotten home a few times here in the first half. So how about the play call there? Sometimes if you can't protect, you've got to fool them. Screen passes like that can take a little steam out of what's been a relentless rush so far.
Throwing again is Tannehill. That ball caught by Slayton. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Give him 19 there as the drive marches forward.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
On 1st down, it's Tannehill. Over the middle, hauled in by Sharp. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. Hunt will try going up the middle. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Here's Tannehill. And bringing it in, it's Davis. And the Jaguars are going to have 1st and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
They go power. This is Johnson, the fullback. And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there forcing a loss on that play.
They'll try to run with Hunt. And he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. Kareem Hunt, his second rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jags take a 3-touchdown lead. So his strong first half continues as he finds the end zone here for the second time.
And definitely good blocking at the point of attack. And you just have to love watching the way he can create space down near the goal line. And he's able to take it into the end zone.
Now Parkey for the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns and 21 points. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And Kareem Hunt, the one to finish it off as he did so with a touchdown run. Takes it at the 7. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The possession of the football goes over to Carolina. Well, still early in this one, Charles, but the last time this offense was out there, they threw their first interception of the ball game, so trying to avoid repeating that mistake here on this drive.
And to put a positive spin on it, at least it happened in the first half.
Barkley hit and the ball pops free.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. The fumble on first down now. Here's second down. To throw his car. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it'll be 4th down. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. So as they take it over, we step aside. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. For this offense, Charles, remember the last time they were out here, marched it nearly the full length of the football field, and a lot of the attack went through the air, so now they're seeing if they can duplicate that performance.
Okay, if I show my age a little bit, partner, because I can hear my high school coach, John Ford. I can hear his voice in my head. Laddie, when you put the ball in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. But the way the game's being played now, this is just part of what they do. So I don't think they should change anything at all. They've been dominant. Keep throwing it around.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. On 3rd down, here's Hunt. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Brett Kern now to punt this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. The Carolina offense about ready to go. But Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
This one goes out wide for Barkley. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down. He hits Adams, complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. So much for the run on 3rd and 1. Instead, it's a big chunk in the pass game. First down.
Well, dialing up that play call certainly meant that he grabbed a little extra shot of courage on that one, because normally on 3rd and short, you're just trying to move the sticks, get the ball just past that line of scrimmage. Instead, they take the big shot downfield, and it pays off.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Again, they'll throw with Carr. And he completes it to Wilson. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. McPherson's kick is good, and the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far, as we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Time to give you folks at home a look around the NFL on this first official weekend of fall. So let's get to it. We'll start in the NFC, and specifically the NFC South. Tampa Bay traveling to the Bayou to take on New Orleans. And it's the Buccaneers who are out in front. A couple of touchdown passes there for Joe Burrow. From there, we head up to Wisconsin to check out the Packers at home in Lambeau. And they currently trail the visiting Philadelphia Eagles. Trey Lance with a couple of touchdown passes. Finally, we head to the shores of Lake Erie. See what's going on with the Cleveland Browns. And they have the lead in that one over the visiting Indianapolis Colts. Tom Brady, sharp as ever. He's got 2 touchdown passes. Now time for a check of the next-gen stats in the first half for Carolina. And despite the fact that they're looking up at a double-digit deficit at halftime, they were able to move the football through the air in those first 2 quarters. Meanwhile, for the Jaguars, they were even better throwing the football. Lots of open receivers to choose from, and you can bet that'll continue to be a focus in the second half.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3. And we will not see a return to start the half, as this will be a touchback. Out come the Panthers. They'll have it first on offense in the 3rd quarter. Well, they look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive, but maybe cut into it a little bit, as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
And that is incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. 36 yards on the punt with no return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Here comes the Jags offense now. Time for their first possession of half number 2. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Back to throw, Tannehill. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. The pocket collapsed around him. I know we talk about it a lot, but a QB has to have that sixth sense, doesn't he?
He really does. And I know of one team at one point was training their quarterback with that time frame, and anytime he didn't get rid of the ball within the right amount of time, they would blow a horn or blow a whistle to show him this is what that time is, just what you're talking about, training him to understand this is the amount you have, make sure the ball's gone.
And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Buried behind the line by Azeez Ojulari. That's number 4, sack number 4. They had 4 last week, so he's been down on the ground a lot.
Partner, they say the eye in the sky does not lie. And that's indeed the case because they watched the game tape from the previous week, incorporated it into their own defensive scheme, and continued to get after this quarterback.
And now this defense will be searching for sack number 5. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. A handoff, Barkley running left. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long.
I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this defense look better than what they really are.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now Carr. Got an open man. It's Olave. Touchdown, Carolina. Chris Olave. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers are able to capitalize on the forced fumble by turning it into 6 points. Well, they had their chances in the first half, you remember, but had to settle for 2 field goals. This time they come away with 6.
I think they actually got affirmation about what they were doing by getting a touchdown because the field goals means they got in range but couldn't quite finish it off. This time they broke through, and that's great for the old confidence.
And on the sideline, difference of a feeling between 3 and 6, is it astronomical or no?
It can be at times, that's for sure. A lot of times the field goal feels like a disappointment. The touchdown, well, that tells you you're getting it done.
From the 6. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. Here's Tannehill. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the 1st. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Running with Hunt here out of the shotgun. And he's got a good gain of 7 up to the 37. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They'll try the air now with Tannehill. That's complete to Slayton. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a 1st down as well.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
A couple of 1st downs on the drive already as they'll go from the 47 now on 1st down. Meanwhile, Tannehill's throw taken in by Slayton. And he is down at the 48. A pickup of 4 that started at one 48-yard line and ended at the other. Looking to throw again on second down. Tannehill. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick six for a Panther touchdown. So that potentially a turning point here this third quarter. A two-score lead down to one now following the pick six.
And that had to be the message at halftime for this defense. Delivered and accepted. We need to go out there and make something.
And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is.
I know they didn't tack on the 2 points, but I liked their attempt. After the interception return for a touchdown, I was thinking to myself, forget kicking it, go for two, and they did.
Oh, yeah, and everybody's scrambling. Maybe you catch the defense on their heels. They weren't ready to be out there.
Yeah, it's almost like a sudden change, right? There's a turnover, you take it away. They stuck it in the end zone. Keep the momentum going. Give credit to the defensive guys for rallying and stopping that two-point attempt.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set here. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Fresh off the pick six, it's Tannehill. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
Normally you see 3 tight ends in a formation. You have to think to yourself, this has got to be a run. And I know as a safety, when I saw that, I took an extra step or two towards the line of scrimmage. Instead, they threw the ball, and he found one of those tight ends for a very nice pickup.
Tannehill's throw taken in by Chark. A good gain on first, has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Tannehill. And this throw incomplete. The defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down. Tannehill on third down. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. So, my goodness, I wouldn't have thought this possible not too long ago, but that turnover there means we have a game again.
Yeah, it's been a completely different team here in the second half. I just wonder on the other side of the field where the starters telling the backups, get ready, you're going to get some playing time. And now guess what? Hope they didn't cut the tape off of their wrists and ankles. They've got to go back out there and play.
Now after the INT, it's Carr. Eluding the pressure right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him. It has been a rough afternoon for him trying to get rid of the football. See, that's now 5 sacks.
How'd you like to be the offensive coordinator, the offensive line coach trying to come up with an answer for this pass rush? What blocking assignments do you change? Can guys play a little bit better? And we're seeing the end result on the scoreboard. Long day in the pocket for their quarterback.
After the sack on first down, Carr. Under pressure, they got him again. Micah Parsons picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
So when you have good field position to start a drive and you give up back-to-back sacks, that can be demoralizing for a team.
Back-to-back sacks have this place in a frenzy as they line up again 3rd and long now. Now Carr. He finds Wilson. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. They were in zone defensively, went with a crossing route. It's always interesting to watch that chess match.
Yeah, and I think safeties don't mind crossing routes against zone because eventually you're going to run into their territory, and that's when they lick their chops in order to get the big hit or a play on the ball.
Offensively, nice execution to find a hole, make the catch. A first down carry for Barkley. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. They'll go to Barkley again. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. Throwing his car on 3rd down. And incomplete on the deep ball.
That's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
McPherson's kick is good, and that will cut the lead down to just 2. So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They forced the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
Take it in at the 3. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. Here comes another drive from this unit, and Charles, they're coming off a costly mistake on the last possession, an interception in a game that is very close right now.
Well, as we know, they all sting no matter what the situation, but in a one-possession game, that'll hurt a little bit more. But this is an excellent opportunity to make up for it on this drive. I just don't expect them to try and take huge gambles to make up that momentum in a hurry.
From the 30 on 2nd down, Tannehill. He'll get that complete to Albert O. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Tannehill now to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hunt. 3rd quarter of a 2-point game. A good one so far. Here's 2nd and 10. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. Catch made by Slayton. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. They called his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 1st down, they'll run with Hunt. And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory. 63 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. If you can keep getting gains like that, Charles, with the lead here in the 4th quarter, I mean, keep running it, right?
No doubt about it, but what the offense coordinator has to do is understand they're going to continue to stack the line of scrimmage. What runs do you have in your arsenal that'll work against a stacked box and continue to move the ball?
And he's taken down inside the 30. 16 yards that time on the pickup for the Jags and a first down.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7 reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Tannehill. Albert Okwuegbunam, the intended target. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 after the 24-yard line.
A carry here for Hunt. And he'll get a couple here down to the 22. The Jaguars on 3rd down. 5 out of 9 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. They'll try to run for the first down with Hunt. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. This defense not budging. Back-to-back carries of just 2 yards. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
The kick by Parkey is good, and it will push the lead up to to 5. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, it's a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. This one taken just inside the 10. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there, not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Barkley inside handoff. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. From the 41, Carr. It's caught inside the 25. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A big pickup of 38.
Well, this is where an offense needs to show what it's made of, and in fact, where a quarterback needs to show what he's made of, trying to engineer a 4th quarter comeback, and he hits a big one right there.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. On the draw, this is Barkley, and he's going to be stacked up right at the line of scrimmage. Nothing there for him. 2nd down. They'll run it again with Barkley. And he is close to a first down as he's tackled at the Jaguars' 13-yard line. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Well, throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. And I don't think he got there. He did not. They stop him a yard shy. He needed 2. He only got 1. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here on the turnover on downs. Tannehill on 1st down. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. An ideal spot here to get a first down and try to run some more clock. And this is 2nd and less than a yard. Now Tannehill. And this one is incomplete. An incomplete pass on 2nd down leads us to 3rd and inches. Now Tannehill. Got a man, Slayton. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. The drive stays alive, a 3rd down gain of 8.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here, down late, tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or a takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll run with Hunt. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Here's Tannehill. And he wisely will throw that one away. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Here's Tannehill. And that is incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
Seven yards on the return after a punt of 39. And it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10. Out comes Devontae Adams in the offense for their next drive. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this, but it's usually not by himself, is it? Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Carr. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
After the interception, here's Tannehill. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. Now it's Hunt. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They're facing a critical 3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Here's Brett Kern now as he's on to punt for Jacksonville. And this will be out of bounds, and they spotted it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad. So Derek Carr in the offense. Down by 5. A minute 50 to play. Their perfect start to the season in jeopardy unless they can score here as they've got it 1st and 10. Throwing his Carr. He's got his target. It's Olave. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. Here's Carr. That's Olave bringing in another one. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give him a short yardage situation here for 2nd down.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped. And that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
Carr. Olave over the middle. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 1st down now, but that clock rolling. Carr to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Now Carr. Over the middle and complete to Wilson. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. Carr to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Now Carr got to have this one. The left side throw complete to Adams. And he is going to have a Panthers 1st down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. Meanwhile, Carr's looking for Olave, and he's got him. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Back Back to throw, Carr. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. To throw is Carr. It's caught here by Adams. Now the Panthers going to signal for their third and final timeout, as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. Being checked, and he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. DeForest Buckner getting him once again, his third sack of the afternoon. Partner, what a finish to this one. I mean, this offense, they had it down there inside the red zone, but ultimately couldn't execute that final snap to find the end zone.
Yeah, and they're going to walk away from this one, and you know what's going to go through their heads the entire time until they get to play again. If we could only have that final snap to do over one more time, maybe with a different play call.
So for the Jaguars, it's back-to-back victories now after the Week 1 defeat as they move to 2.